Cody Rhodes illegally showed up on SmackDown, and now recently appointed GM Nick Aldis has made a shocking decision about Cody Rhodes in WWE as Roman Reigns reacts to this shocking announcement. WWE in recent months have done everything they could do to try and separate the brands. A big step to enforce this rule is to give SmackDown their own GM and Raw their own GM. Adam Pearce was named the official GM of Raw, while newcomer Nick Aldis was named the new GM of SmackDown. Triple H told these GMs to enforce the brand split rules. If you are not part of a brand or you don't hold a title from the brand, you're not allowed on the show, and this rule must be enforced. Many thought Nick Aldis would not enforce this rule. This is because prior to Nick Aldis being named the GM of SmackDown, wrestlers from Raw, NXT would come and go from SmackDown all the time, basically illegally. It was against the rules, but the rules at that time were not enforced. But now it seems that if you do show up on SmackDown illegally, you will be punished. So it was very surprising that babyface Cody Rhodes decided to break the rules and show up on SmackDown. As we know, Cody Rhodes is a member of the Raw brand. Now, in recent months, he did show up on SmackDown a few times, but that was because he held the undisputed tag titles, which are the tag titles for Raw and SmackDown. But about a month ago, he lost those tag titles with Jey Uso. So he was no longer legally able to show up on SmackDown. And if he did so, he would be breaking the rules. Many fans were stunned. Nick went back to his office, and when he opened the door, Cody Rhodes could be seen standing inside of his office. So what was Cody Rhodes doing in Nick Aldis's office? And what happened exactly to cause Nick Aldis to make a shocking decision about Cody Rhodes' future in WWE that has Roman Reigns stunned beyond belief? When Nick Aldis walked into his office and Cody Rhodes was there, if you blinked, you may have missed it. But he was standing inside Nick's office. Why was he there? Well, what happened next might reveal the reason. LA Knight was being attacked by members of the Bloodline, and the Bloodline were looking to finish LA Knight, possibly on orders from Roman Reigns. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa placed LA Knight on the announcer's desk at ringside, and they were going to basically end LA Knight. And then Cody Rhodes ran down to the ring area, attacking Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, saving LA Knight. So was this the reason why Cody was in Nick Aldis's office just a bit earlier? Was it so that he could help anyone who was attacked by the Bloodline? As we know, Cody Rhodes does not like the Bloodline, and he probably blames the Bloodline for him not defeating Roman at WrestleMania, for losing his tag titles with Jey Uso because Jimmy Uso interfered in the match? Or was Cody Rhodes there to talk to Nick Aldis about something else, and it just so happened that LA Knight needed saving from the Bloodline, so Cody was there to help? What is the truth about Cody being at SmackDown? Well, what followed could give us some clues. So after Cody Rhodes attacked the Bloodline and saved LA Knight, Nick Aldis had a backstage confrontation with Cody Rhodes. Nick Aldis began yelling at Cody, and told him to leave, to get out now. You're not allowed here. Which is technically true. He is not a member of the SmackDown brand. He does not hold any titles from SmackDown. He is a Raw wrestler. And with the new brand separation rules being strictly enforced, Cody Rhodes had to pay the price. Nick Aldis did not look happy. Cody Rhodes looked like a beaten man as Nick Aldis told him to leave. Cody tried to explain himself, but Nick Aldis wouldn't hear it. Cody knew that he was in the wrong, so he ended up doing what Nick asked him to do, and he left the building. This is not Cody's first altercation with Nick Aldis. Back when Cody held the undisputed tag titles for SmackDown and Raw, Cody had a face-to-face confrontation with Roman Reigns, where Nick Aldis had to keep them separated. And now here's another incident where Nick Aldis had to step in. But this may not be the end of this situation for Cody, as it's very possible that in the coming hours, Nick Aldis will announce that he has suspended Cody Rhodes from WWE. And if this happens, there is going to be one person who will be very happy, and that is Roman Reigns. Now, there are some legal loopholes that Cody Rhodes could use to get out of the suspension. Obviously, the main one being, does Nick Aldis have the right to suspend a Raw wrestler? That is something that Triple H and WWE officials are going to have to figure out and decide on. If Cody is able to not be suspended because Nick Aldis does not have the power to do so, what he can do is ban Cody Rhodes from SmackDown here on out. But if Nick Aldis has the legal authority to ban Cody Rhodes from SmackDown, that means that Roman Reigns will never have to worry about Cody Rhodes trying to defeat him for his title. So whether it's a suspension or a ban from SmackDown, Roman Reigns, who is currently on vacation, can rest assured that he won't have to deal with Cody Rhodes for a long time, or possibly ever again. What are your thoughts about Cody Rhodes illegally showing up on SmackDown and his match with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in 2024 possibly being canceled due to a suspension or ban? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.